Hey guys, Jerry Bierman, owner operator of Alluring Glass. So this is our culture series, and last week I think we talked about Foxhole Tribe as it relates to people being fired or people quitting. And so Connor's laughing about it now, actually, nervous laughter. So do you remember I was just asking Connor a minute ago, the show The Apprentice? So if you're not a Trump fan, you might not appreciate this, where he'd be like, "You're fired." So that idea of somebody quitting, and here's the point. Here's my. I'm not suggesting I'm right. I'm just telling you, Connor, this is my opinion. So I would just ask you, Connor, that work with me, to respect my opinion. I'm not trying to argue with you, and I'm not trying to convince you that I'm right. When somebody leaves my organization, they are either firing me or I'm firing them. So when somebody quits Alluring Glass, they're firing me. Now again, Connor, I'm not asking you to agree with that. I'm just saying my perspective is they're saying, I don't want to follow you as a leader anymore, Jerry, and they're firing me. And so I've been fired a couple times already this year, Connor, right? We've had a couple guys that have transitioned out. And I was talking to my wife about this last night. It's kind of Foxhole Tribe, training for tomorrow kind of fits into that value as well. Optimism is what I said to my wife last night at dinner for our date night. Is I said, I wish when Connor wanted to transition out of Alluring Glass, he wanted bigger opportunities, make more money. I wish that he would come to me and say to me, "Hey, Jerry, I want to, I feel like I've hit the ceiling at Alluring Glass, and I want to look for other opportunities where I might be able to, enhance my skills more and make more money." I wish that Connor would come to me and say, "Hey, Jerry, will you help me, right, find a dream job?" So I was talking to my wife about it last night, and she's like, "Well, that sounds great, Jerry, but I would never do that." And I said, "Why? Why would you not go to the leader, owner of the company, Connor, and say to them, 'Hey, I think it's time for me to transition out. I want to use my skills and make more money.'" Why would you not? Why? So I said to my wife, "Why would you not tell your boss that, or the owner of the company?" And she said, "Because you'd fire me." It's like, well, I've never done that. I would never fire somebody because they wanted to transition out. And so, I'm wondering from a culture standpoint, like, could we embrace that in our culture? Like that, when Connor wants to transition out, that I help him transition out, right? Help him get a bigger, better opportunity. Anyway, so from a culture standpoint, and for this culture series, Connor, it's fluid, right? We're going through seasons where there's fluidity, if that's a word, fluidity, right? Culture is fluid, it's fluid, right? So anyway, but I think when you look at people transitioning out, like hey, Connor, it's time for you to move on. I think you've hit the ceiling. I want to replace you with somebody else, right? But I want to help you transition into a good position for you. So I'm going to fire you, or you're going to fire me. It's hard to navigate the culture when you're getting fired or you're firing somebody. So anyway, it is fluid, it is hard, but it's what we signed up for. So, if people that join our team, like Connor and myself leading the team, or one of the leaders of the team, these are things that we have to navigate. So anyway, it's important to our culture to navigate this well, not suggesting I do all the time, but I'm trying to.